idea for the music animation machine came from a hallucination I had in the early 70s while listening to J.S. Bach's sonatas and partitas for unaccompanied violin. The notes on the page were dancing to the music, but at the same time, they were the music. It was so charming and graceful, the flag of an eighth note extending like a ballet dancer's arm, pairs of notes moving in parallel thirds and sixths like dancers stepping hand in hand. I was delighted. Then, I got a score of a Brandenburg concerto and put on a recording of it. Unfortunately, as a beginner at reading scores, I couldn't integrate all the separate instrumental parts into a cohesive vision. It was just confusing and frustrating. A few days later, I began wondering whether a complex piece of music could be presented visually in a way that would help a listener follow it. The first thing I tried was a piano reduction, a kind of score in which all the notes of the piece are presented on just two staves, like piano music. Since I'd studied piano, this was somewhat easier for me to read, but I wanted to follow the individual parts. So I tried making the notes for each instrument a different color. This was better, but there wasn't enough color on the page to make it easy to follow a single part, especially when a slow-moving part with just a few long notes was buried under a fast-moving part with lots of notes. The long notes needed to be bigger. This led me to a notation where each note is a bar of color. To show this scroll to somebody, I'd unroll it on the floor. It's about 20 feet long. Put the music stereo. Then I'd walk along beside it, pointing to each measure as it went by, so that the person watching it wouldn't lose their place. A guy I met from Hollywood suggested animating it, and I was at the point of getting the materials to do a stop-motion animation when a programmer friend suggested I use a computer instead. So I bought one and learned how to write software.